Hello everyone, I'm Chester44, also known as Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Last episode, we went for a bit of a fight in the Battle Bliss. Cleared out, did a couple fights, managed to at least get some fights in, and in order to go any further we need to get some whores for the one in charge. So we need to get to the middle city. Fortunately, we've intimidated the guard to let us through. Let's go on into the middle city. In this strange abyssal realm, space itself sometimes behaves in weird, unexpected ways. Yeah, we know about finding our way around. It's annoying. I've never been a huge fan. Oh look, some loot. Slaves. Unfortunately, we can't do much for them. Fire. Oh! Oh! This demon looks frail and sickly, especially in comparison to the mighty entourage that surrounds him. His voice sounds dull and tired, but his demeanor is calm and self-assured. He clearly believes himself to be in full control of the situation. A mortal with mythic abilities. How fortunate that you have made your way to the Abyss. Moreover, you have come to Illusionera, which makes things even more convenient for me. Yes, what a stroke of luck. You see, I need you to be my test subject. I'm sorry, who are you? The demon remains silent for a moment. Either he is hesitant to reveal his name, or he simply enjoys prolonging the suspense. I am Mutasifen. I am, at present, Hepzimira's most trusted alchemist. I am on an urgent mission for her. Perhaps you can even guess what it is. Xanthir Vang was working on something similar in your world wound. Of course, it was a mistake to entrust such work to someone who wasn't a demon. He did not fully appreciate the honor he had been given. No wonder his enhanced demons couldn't protect him. But it does not matter. I am superior to him in all respects, and I keep better pets. Greetings, fellow scientist. May I ask, what is your specialty? What experiments do you undertake at work and in your spare time? Would you like to conduct a joint experiment with me? Piss off. Wow. He's not even bothering to deal with her. Surely it's dangerous for such a valued scientist to stroll around Illusionera ambushing enemies. Mutasifen's voice remains flat and indifferent. Believe it or not, I am in absolutely no danger. So you need me to be what? Something to study, take apart, test. For the first time, you hear enthusiasm in the demon's voice. You see, I actually like you very much, though I doubt my way of expressing it will bring you much enjoyment. I'm afraid the demons you've met previously have given you the wrong impression about our kind. You may think we only want to poison and destroy, especially when it comes to crusaders and their leaders. But that's not who I am. I am a different breed. I love everything that is new, unexplored, and untested. And I'm quite positive that if I get enough of your blood and tissue, I can create something new and unique from them. Angels, for example, make excellent fuel for our machines. What uses could be found for such an unusual mortal? I don't normally like biting demons, but this one is different. I'd sure like to chomp down on him right now. So are you going to attack me, or... Yes, let's get started, shall we? Servants, you don't have to take the specimen alive, I just need the body. Right. Kill the Calavicus. Calavicus dead. Get Mutasifen down. That was educational. Perhaps too educational. I must take my leave. Oh. A monstrous shadow appears somewhere at the edge of your vision. It does not seem to be in a hurry to approach and keeps its distance as it begins to speak. The shadow's voice is very strange. It is constantly shifting. One moment it sounds young and melodious, and the next it rasps and rattles with age. However, despite the different intonations, the voice has a stern, ominous quality that never changes.
I heard your toy soldier crusaders had taken over the Midnight Fane and the rift located there. But I never thought you'd have the nerve to descend into the abyss. I assumed you'd block the underground passages, put guards out by the rubble, and sit there, shaking, waiting for someone to attack you again.
I know that, fiend. Champion, this is the Echo of Discari, the avatar of our arch-enemy. This is a mighty, cunning, and vengeful opponent. He cannot see or hear me, but he will pounce if he knows I am here. He hates everything related to Iomedae. Be cautious.
Noted. The Echo of Discari, I know who you are.
You come from the land of Iomedae's servants. And Iomedae's servants know me. For I have killed many of them.
And what do you want from me?
It may surprise you, but nothing. You overestimate your importance, mortal. You probably think your victories in Dresden and the Midnight Fane have dealt us a fatal blow, don't you? But my lord's hordes are endless, and there are other rifts in the wound that will serve our purpose when the hour comes. So no, I did not come here for you, mortal.
So, after being defeated in Canabras, Dresden, and the Midnight Fane, you no longer think those places are significant. How very convenient.
Look back across the history of the Crusades, and remember how many times you have been defeated. A few scattered victories mean nothing. I was looking for Mutasafin. I need to speak with him. I stumbled upon you by accident.
And why do you need Mutasafin?
Do I really need to answer that? Well, I suppose there's no harm. Mutasafin is clever enough to work with Nahindrian crystals, and he is a demon. We can finally stop using former mortals like Xanther and Arilu as servants. I had a task for him. It's unfortunate that you interfered with my plans, but that's all right. They will soon come to pass anyway.
The paths of evil can be a strange labyrinth. They are not always rational or straightforward. The Echo of Discari himself could have been considered mortal. After all, the Demon Lord molded him from the souls of many mortal followers. Yet despite his origins, he still despises Xanther and Arilu.
Well, what a shame the demon you're looking for ran away from me in a panic.
I doubt Mutasafin even knows how to panic. You did not pose a real threat. He cannot be killed through conventional methods. He left because there was nothing else for him to do here. Also, I'm sure he was in a hurry to explain to Hepsamira why he wasted a few demons on such a stupid escapade. She will not be happy about that. Oh no, she most certainly will not.
Well, if you don't want to fight, then you can go on your way and I'll go mine.
Begone, and hope we do not meet again. You will still perish in the abyss, but death by my hand will be far more painful than any other possible demise you might suffer here.
As you wish. I have a feeling we'll be fighting you again sometime. The Abyss is full of hideous creatures, but you have just met one of the worst. The Echo of Discari is an old enemy of mine. He is both vile and cunning. I wish I could comprehend his dark machinations, but I do not understand why he has revealed himself to us in this way. It seems unlikely that he would come here just to gloat. The angel falls silent, lost in thought. Either way, those are dealt with. And what are you dealing with right now? Contagious Shroud. Okay. That'll pass soon. Now let's keep looking around. The vague outline of the apparition does not allow you to see the face and appearance of the speaker, but you recognize the voice without difficulty. It is your Azada companion, Early Sunset, and his words radiate dismay. Valai Galasan, I found you at long last. Even with my spells, it was no easy feat in the Abyss. Where were you before you came here? I have not yet arrived. I am on my way at the edge of the Abyss. I first wanted to contact you to make sure that you were still alive. I did not expect to find you in Aleutian Nera. It's a nasty place, and its ruler is more dangerous than most of the other demon lords. It goes without saying that you should be incredibly careful there. Why were you looking for me? I bring you the latest news from Golarion. You will surely want to hear it, and I was sincerely worried about you. The Abyss is a dangerous place. It's far too easy to disappear there. How wonderful it is to see I am not alone, and that some of your allies from other planes are willing to rush to your aid. Early Sunset does not react to the angel's words. He either does not see the angel, or he does not consider it necessary to answer. So I see. What now? I will soon arrive and meet you in person. Forgive me, but I do not wish to appear within the walls of Aleutian Nera. I will go to the place of the former rift in the Midnight Fane, and I will wait for you there. When we meet, we can speak and exchange news. Good luck. My thoughts are with you. Oh. And that's the way to the flesh markets below, which I do not wish to do. Oh, Nenia, why were you not selected? Okay, so you're going to be back at base, which is where we should probably go. In fact, I think it important that we go back now. Hey, it's a Mephit Slayer herself. Who do you think I am? Well, I've heard some things about you. They say you're a feisty vixen with an attitude, but I've seen scarier. There's this one little guy who bumbles about singing cheerful little ditties. Anyone who hears his singing takes a long needle, sticks it in their ear, and keeps pushing until it comes out the other side, smiling the whole time. Now that's scary. But you, not so much. I want to go through. You want to visit some rat's nest? Sure, suit yourself. Yeah, that's the idea. Let's head back down. And head back to the Nexus. While we've briefly been to the city, we do need to speak and see what we can do here. If we can get another level of our mythic path, that would be great. Okay, so there's a warp point in the tavern. I remember that. So if we head into the tavern here, head around to here, and then take this back to the Nexus. Oh, what is... Weird what I was seeing there for a moment. Okay, so from what he said... No, I don't need to do Experiencing the Bliss. That's Midnight Isles, I'll get back to there. Yeah, I think he said he's back this way, at the entrance. Oh, there he is. Hello. Greetings, Valai Galasan. I am glad to see you have not lost your presence of mind, even on a foreign hostile plane. What news do you bring from Golarion? Unfortunately, the news is not good. In your absence, relations between the official and free crusaders have worsened. Most of your allies have been banned from Dresden. They have been forced to rely on their own strength alone to fight demons. Queen Galfrey has moved the headquarters for the entire crusade to Dresden, along with part of her court. She has imposed order in the city, or order as she sees it. Many among the crusaders were saddened by your departure, but others were gladdened by it. They prefer more conservative practices and leaders they can understand. As for the demons, I expected their attacks to intensify, but this has not yet happened. It seems the attack on the Midnight Fane and the interruption of the supply of crystals dampened their fervor. Demonic activity remains strong near the Threshold Fortress and the maiming of Izrift, but it is always strong there. I did not notice that anything changed with your departure. That's all the news I have. I also bring news of the youngest members of your Free Fellowship. They are training day and night to become true warriors, and they regularly await your return. They do not believe that the Abyss will devour you. Young people are so full of hope, are they not? Ah, yes, and as a counterpoint to their zeal, not long after your departure, a letter arrived in Dresden from a priestess in Nerosian by the name of Narita, the former tutor of your young crusaders. You may read it and feel the full force of her rebuke. Commander, you almost certainly do not know or remember my name. I was Klena and Dabarosh's tutor, the youths whom you so recklessly accepted into the ranks of your free crusaders. I am a simple priestess. I start every morning with a prayer. I pray for the defeat of the forces of chaos and evil. I pray for a new, better world. And I pray for a peaceful future for all the poor orphans who find shelter here in our orphanage. But for many mornings now I find myself struggling to utter the holy words. I tremble, not knowing if tomorrow a messenger will bring news that my dear wards have lost their lives somewhere out there in the world wound. People say you are a great heroine, Commander, our last hope. Each new report of your deeds sends young heads spinning. Each step you take echoes in thousands of hearts, and that echo is dangerous. I implore you, do not forget the responsibility that has been laid upon you. That is all I ask. Priestess Narita, tutor, Temple of Abadar Orphanage, Nerosian. Right. Well, they came to me. Do you know anything useful about Elutioneer and its inhabitants? I know that every being capable of speech is capable of deception, and those who cannot speak deceive with silence. If you want more practical advice, do not simply follow the paths laid out for you. You must forge your own. In most places where guards bar your way, there will be a secret path or a hidden teleportation route, the most natural method for a demon. It's rare for demons to rely on locks, as they prefer to kill intruders, but you should be ready for that. Do you recognize the name Hepzimira? Spawn of Baphomet. Early Sunset's lip curls with undisguised contempt. She shares one trait with her disgusting father. She is a master of subverting expectations. Many consider Hepzimira powerful, but also think her outspoken and narrow-minded, and she is happy to maintain that reputation. In fact, she is cunning and resourceful, and does not always act on impulse. Take care if you plan to move against her. What did you mean when you said Baphomet is a master of subverting expectations? Enemies should be treated with an open mind. Therefore, I cannot fail to acknowledge Baphomet's ingenuity. Do you know how his ascent began? He was the favored plaything of Lamashtu, but he conceived a bold plan to steal the scepter of the Prince of Darkness. He failed. Baphomet was captured, subjected to brutal punishment, and imprisoned in the Ivory Labyrinth, a prison designed to be impossible to escape by its powerful creator, Asmodeus. But a thief is a thief. Baphomet found an ingenious way to escape. He stole his prison from hell and took it to the abyss. The Ivory Labyrinth went from being his prison to his possession, his abyssal realm. From it, he rules hordes of minotaurs and secret societies of cultists. This is what I meant when I said Baphomet knows how to subvert expectations. Yeah, admittedly, that's very clever and powerful. What are you planning to do in the abyss? I could accompany you and give you advice, as I did in Dresden, but I see that the role of mentor and bodyguard has already been taken over by the hand of the Inheritor. It is not a good idea to take two otherworldly creatures hostile to demons with you. Even if I were disguised, the chances of attracting unnecessary attention would be doubled. I will stay and watch over the camp. If an emergency arises, I will naturally intervene, but until then, I prefer to conceal my presence in the abyss. I have to go. Okay, to be expected, I suppose. I'm gonna put that into storage. Oh, right, Ashmaker, you can have this, instead of the +4 quarterstaff, that can be sold. And Deadeye. It is a composite longbow. +4. It is very good compared to Eye for an Eye. You know what? You don't have a unique one. I'll give it to you. And as for these three, ooh, actually, this is actually an improvement. Yeah. I'll give you the Armor of Vigilance Sprouts. There you go. Nice and red. I swear, your whole outfit just looks so dorky. You're supposed to be a succubus, but look at you. You've got a bright red padded armor, a pair of dorky glasses, and a fancy hat with your horns poking through it. I look cool. You look You look like you came... You look like a Ren Fair exploded on you. I'm sorry, Aru, but that's just what ended up happening here. Oh, God. Alright, go ahead and put this in. And the rest of this we'll be able to sell, because I don't really care about the rest of it. I'm not going to keep all around defense, and I'm not going to keep the rest of this. So, let's go ahead and head back. We can at least look a little bit further, I think. Back to the Bad Luck Tavern. From here, I'm going to go ahead and sell you these few things that I've picked up. Sell that, and that, and we get another 70 grand. Beautiful.
We do it my way.
Then we head back on up. From here, we head back up to the next layer.
Follow if you dare.
Like so. And there we go. What do I have that's got me changing like that? It's strange. Anyway.
I'm off.
Well, we could take that passage down to the flesh markets. We're not going to right now. Oh, there's a path over here. This is something new. What is this? The Grim Mansion. Let me drop a save. Alright, so what's in the Grim Mansion here? Okay, we've got some loot, some loot, some loot. We have a trap!
I'm here. Where else would I be?
Please disarm the trap, thank you very much.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Pick the lock as well.
This is my kind of work.
Cloak of Resistance +5, that is a very good cloak. And that appears to be all that's in here. Okay, a very good cloak, I will say. Hot dang. I am going to give that to you, Ivu. And as for this cloak, which is Resistance +4... How did you get negative levels? When did you get negative levels? Okay, I'm sorry. Please go ahead and get rid of those. He should not have those. There we go. Away with the temporary negative levels. I have no idea how that happened. Alright, let's keep looking around.
I'm gone.
Anything else around here? Oh, okay, that moves. There's a door down there, but not one we can access. So I guess we'll go up this path. Oh wait, I imagine if I go over here... So I did see something I can teleport to. There we go. There was a trap there, that's interesting.
The mongrel bit.
We can take that down. Get this loot. That goes back down into the slums.
Lan, you're so awesome,
We do it
Lan.
my way.
And If we head over to here, we can head up there. But you know what? We'll head up there in the next episode, because this one's gone on long enough. So, next episode, further we go through the Middle District. Okay. But that'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I am Chestic44 on Sandy Display. That is me, Regil, Woljif, Darren, Lan, and Nenio. This has been a Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous, and I shall see you all next time.